Hey, travel enthusiasts, it's your girl Anna coming at you with the inside scoop on how to make this summer unforgettable. We're about to drop some serious travel knowledge because today we're diving into the top 7 destinations you should avoid this summer. You heard that right. We're talking about those places everyone and their grandma is trying to hit up. But hold on, don't hit that panic button just yet. Before you start frantically rearranging your vision boards, we've got you covered. We're not just going to leave you hanging with a bunch of crossed off destinations. Nah, we're bringing the heat with some amazing alternatives that'll have you shouting, "Next stop, paradise." So buckle up, grab your Wander Travel Play journals linked in the description below, and get ready to take some notes. We're about to unlock the secrets to an epic summer adventure, minus the crowds and the inflated prices. Let's get started. First up, we're jetting off to the breathtaking islands of Indonesia. Now, I know what you're thinking, Bali, right? Crystal clear waters, lush rice terraces, those iconic swings overlooking the jungle. It's practically a rite of passage for any self-respecting traveler. But hold up, my friends, because here's the inside scoop. Bali during peak season? It's a whole different ball game. We're talking crowds, and I don't mean just a few extra people at the beach. I'm talking shoulder to shoulder on the sand, fighting for a spot to soak up the sun. And don't even get me started on the lines for those Insta-famous swings. Plus, with the influx of tourists comes inflated prices. Suddenly, that dream Bali vacation is starting to look more like a crowded, overpriced nightmare. But fear not, my fellow adventurers, because just a hop, skip, and a jump away lies the hidden gem of Lombok. This island paradise boasts all the beauty of Bali, minus the crowds and the hefty price tag. Imagine pristine beaches all to yourself, epic surf breaks without the competition, and waterfalls cascading into tranquil pools where you can actually hear the sounds of nature. Lombok is like stepping back in time to when Bali was still a hidden paradise. You can immerse yourself in the local culture, explore ancient temples, hike to the summit of Mount Rinjani for breathtaking views, and indulge in delicious Indonesian cuisine without breaking the bank. Trust me, my friends, Lombok is the real deal. It's the Bali you've been dreaming of without the tourist traps and inflated prices. So ditch the crowds, embrace the serenity, and discover the magic of Lombok this summer. Next up, we're sailing away from the sunny shores of Indonesia and heading to the heart of Europe, where romance and history collide. Italy. Now, I know what you're thinking. Gondolas gliding through canals, charming bridges adorned with flowers, sipping espresso in ancient piazzas. It's the stuff of postcards and dreams. But hold up, my friends, because Venice, the floating city, has a little secret. It's sinking under the weight of its own popularity. We're talking massive crowds, inflated prices. And let's not forget about the, shall we say, unique aroma that comes with canals in the summertime. Don't get me wrong, Venice is stunning, but navigating those narrow streets packed with tourists can feel more like an obstacle course than a romantic getaway. And finding an authentic Italian experience amidst the souvenir shops and overpriced restaurants, well, it's like trying to find a needle in a haystack. But fret not, my fellow culture vultures, because just a stone's throw away lies a hidden gem that's quickly becoming Europe's hottest destination, Ljubljana, Slovenia. This charming capital city boasts all the romance and beauty of Venice without the crowds and the inflated prices. Picture this, strolling hand in hand along the Ljubljana River, its banks lined with colorful buildings and charming cafes. Exploring a medieval castle perched atop a hill offering panoramic views of the city. Indulging in delicious Slovenian cuisine at a fraction of the cost of its Italian counterpart. Ljubljana is like stepping into a fairy tale with its dragon-guarded bridges, hidden courtyards, and a vibrant arts and culture scene that will leave you breathless. As much as I love Santorini, get ready to swap those crowds for secluded beaches and hidden coves because we're heading to a different Greek island. Now, I know what you're thinking. Santorini's whitewashed villages perched atop volcanic cliffs, the Aegean Sea shimmering under the Mediterranean sun, sipping ouzo by the water. It's the stuff of travel brochures and Instagram feeds. But hold up, my friends, because Santorini, as stunning as it is, has become a victim of its own popularity. Picture this: hordes of tourists jostling for the perfect sunset selfie, cruise ships clogging up the caldera, and prices that'll make your jaw drop faster than a plate of souvlaki slipping off a table. Don't get me wrong, Santorini is breathtaking, but experiencing its magic amidst the throngs of tourists can be a challenge. Finding a secluded spot to soak up the sun, good luck. Snagging a table at that charming cliffside restaurant, be prepared to wait in line. And don't even get me started on the price of a simple gyro. But fear not, my fellow sunseekers, because just a short ferry ride away lies the hidden gem of Milos. This volcanic paradise boasts all the beauty of Santorini, minus the crowds and the inflated prices. Imagine pristine beaches lapped by turquoise waters, colorful fishing villages where time seems to stand still, and dramatic volcanic landscapes that will take your breath away. Milos is like stepping back in time to when the Greek islands were still a hidden paradise. You can explore ancient catacombs, discover secluded coves accessible only by boat, relax on beaches where you'll have the sand all to yourself, and indulge in delicious Greek cuisine without breaking the bank. Hold onto your sombreros, amigos, because we're trading in those crowded ramblas for sun-drenched plazas and paella that'll make your taste buds sing. That's right, we're talking about Spain, but this time we're ditching the tourist traps of Barcelona and venturing off the beaten path to the vibrant coastal city of Valencia. Now, don't get me wrong, Barcelona is a feast for the senses with its gaudy architecture, buzzing nightlife, and delicious tapas. But let's be real, navigating those crowded streets in the summer heat can feel more like a contact sport than a relaxing vacation, and finding an authentic Spanish experience amidst the souvenir shops and overpriced restaurants? Well, it's like trying to find a flamenco dancer in a bull ring. But fear not, my fellow explorers, because Valencia is here to steal your heart and tantalize your taste buds. This coastal gem boasts all the charm and culture of Barcelona, minus the crowds and the inflated prices. Imagine strolling through the futuristic city of arts and sciences, exploring the historic Turia Gardens, and indulging in the most delicious paella you've ever tasted. Trust me, Valencia is the birthplace of paella. Valencia is like stepping into a time capsule where ancient history meets modern innovation, all under the warm glow of the Mediterranean sun. You can wander through the Mercado Central, one of the oldest and largest food markets in Europe, explore the charming Barrio del Carmen with its narrow streets and hidden squares, and relax on the sandy beaches of Malvarosa, where the locals go to escape the city heat. Pack your bags, adventurers, because we're trading in those crowded beaches and neon lights for pristine shores and tranquil sunsets. That's right, we're heading back to Southeast Asia, but this time we're ditching the tourist traps of Phuket and setting sail for the unspoiled paradise of Koh Lanta, Thailand. Now, don't get me wrong, Phuket has its charms with its vibrant nightlife, bustling markets, and stunning beaches. But let's be real, finding a secluded spot to soak up the sun can feel like searching for a coconut in a haystack. And don't even get me started on the long-tail boat traffic jams. But fear not, my fellow beach bums, because Koh Lanta is here to fulfill all your tropical island fantasies. This hidden gem boasts all the beauty of Phuket, minus the crowds and the craziness. Imagine pristine beaches fringed with swaying palm trees, crystal clear waters teeming with marine life, and a laid-back vibe that will melt your stress away. Koh Lanta is like stepping back in time to when Thailand's islands were still a well-kept secret. You can kayak through mangrove forests, explore hidden caves, learn to cook delicious Thai food, or simply relax on the beach and soak up the sun. And the best part, you can do it all without breaking the bank. So ditch the crowds, embrace the tranquility, and discover the magic of Koh Lanta this summer. Get ready to trade in those crowded beaches and all-inclusive resorts for ancient ruins and eco-adventures. That's right, we're heading to Mexico, but this time we're ditching the tourist traps of Cancun and venturing off the beaten path to the bohemian paradise of Tulum. Now, don't get me wrong, Cancun has its place with its vibrant nightlife, luxurious resorts, and those picture-perfect beaches. But let's be real, sometimes you just need to escape the crowds, reconnect with nature, and experience something truly unique. And that's where Tulum comes in. This bohemian paradise boasts all the beauty of the Riviera Maya, minus the crowds and the commercialism. Imagine ancient Mayan ruins perched on cliffs overlooking the turquoise waters of the Caribbean Sea, pristine beaches where you can swim with sea turtles, and a laid-back vibe that will make you feel like you've stepped into a dream. Tulum is like stepping back in time, where ancient history meets modern eco-consciousness. You can explore the ruins of Tulum National Park, swim in crystal clear cenotes, underwater sinkholes, indulge in delicious Mexican cuisine, and connect with nature in a way that's simply not possible in more developed tourist destinations. Bonjour, mes amis. Get ready to trade in those crowded Eiffel Tower selfies for charming cobblestone streets and culinary delights that will make your taste buds sing. That's right, we're heading to France, but this time we're ditching the tourist traps of Paris and venturing off the beaten path to the gastronomic capital of France, Lyon. Now, don't get me wrong, Paris is always a good idea with its iconic landmarks, romantic ambiance, and world-class museums. But let's be real, navigating those crowded streets in the summer heat can feel more like a marathon than a relaxing vacation. And finding an authentic French experience amidst the souvenir shops and overpriced cafes? Well, it's like trying to find a croissant that hasn't been devoured by a hungry tourist. But fear not, my fellow Francophiles, because Lyon is here to steal your heart and tantalize your taste buds. This hidden gem boasts all the charm and culture of Paris, minus the crowds and the inflated prices. Imagine strolling through Lyon, a UNESCO World Heritage Site with its charming cobblestone streets and hidden triboules, secret passageways, exploring the confluence of the Rhone and Saône rivers, and indulging in some of the most delicious food in France. Lyon is known for its bouchon, traditional Lyonnaise restaurants serving up hearty traditional dishes. Lyon is like stepping back in time to when France was still a land of small villages and family-run restaurants. You can wander through the bustling markets, explore the city's many parks and gardens, or simply relax at a sidewalk cafe and watch the world go by. And there you have it, my fellow adventurers. 7 destinations to avoid this summer and where to go instead for an epic crowd-free adventure. Remember, the world is full of incredible places just waiting to be discovered. So don't be afraid to venture off the beaten path and create your own unforgettable travel memories. If you're ready to ditch the crowds, embrace the unexpected, and discover hidden gems around the globe, then hit those like and subscribe buttons and join me on this epic adventure. I'll be sharing more travel tips, insider secrets, and off-the-beaten-path destinations to inspire your wanderlust and help you make the most of your precious vacation time. So what are you waiting for? The world is calling. Get out there, explore, discover, and most importantly, have an amazing time. Safe travels, everyone. Thanks for watching.